Hey, this is the introduction to my intervention role play. My name is April Berquist. For my role play, I'm going to be dealing with a couple who's been together for several years. This couple has been coming to me for the last year, and they've never been fully happy with one another. They keep on nitpicking everything about one another. They both come from separate backgrounds, which makes it hard for them to be together. John comes from a background where he's always been responsible. He's always had to take care of things, and he's never quite always had a comfortable amount of money. Whereas Jane Doe has not had to deal with much. She's just grew up and never had any wants or needs that were never met. And this causes friction between one another. So the presenting problem that they're coming with me for this role play is an event that just happened. They exchanged Christmas presents, and John put a lot of time and effort into making sure she got everything she wanted that she hinted for, because he wanted her really happy. But when the time came and they opened their presents early this year, she was not happy. Jane exploded and they had a huge argument because she didn't believe that him putting all that money into the gifts was the appropriate place for him to be spending his money, and she came to the overall conclusion that he didn't want to marry her. And this caused them to be very upset and to come to me. The theory in the intervention that I believe that will work for this couple will be cognitive theory. Cognitive theory is a theory that concentrates on a person's thinking process. The way a person thinks and perceives a situation causes their behaviors and their emotions. So depends on how we process a situation based on our beliefs is how we are going to act. Under this theory, I chose to use the cognitive restructuring intervention. This intervention works with how the person thinks, and it helps show the clients that they're seeing things distorted or irrational, and it's causing them to have the problems that they're having right now. Cognitive restructuring breaks down the event that is causing the client's current problems into three categories. This helps the client see the event and how it unfolds to create their current feelings. It also helps pinpoint the thought or belief that has created the current emotions. Breaking it down into three different sections. The first section would be the activating event, and then we'd skip to the consequence, which is the problem that they're dealing with, which is causing all these emotions that they're having. And then we'll come back to try to find the belief that is causing these consequences. The activating event that we're dealing with is John gave Jane her Christmas presents. And this caused Jane to become really angry about the money that he spent. And then we're going to skip to the consequences, which is Jane doesn't believe that John wants to marry her because of the money that was spent on and not saved for the engagement ring or the present. And then we have to pinpoint the belief. And after just talking with him, the belief is that Jane believes everything has to be planned way in advance and perfectly, or it will not happen, or she will not be satisfied with the situation and how it's going. The goal of the intervention is to change Jane's fairy tale beliefs that everything has to go perfectly planned in advance. By changing Jane's belief, she can appreciate the present without always having to worry about the future. In turn, she enjoys the presents that John bought her, and John will be happy, and he doesn't feel like he failed because he made her happy with the Christmas presents that he purchased.